Also in Washington, former White House Press Secretary Robert Gibbs, now a senior advisor to the Obama re-election campaign. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Does the Obama campaign and does the administration more specifically, acknowledge that they may have mishandled and miscalculated the implications of Mr. Chen's visit there?
Well, look, Charlie, this obviously is a sensitive diplomatic case. I'm not in the White House, nor am I in China. But I think we are trying to, the State Department is trying to work out a resolution that honors the wishes of Mr. Chen. Obviously, it looks like some of those wishes may have changed over the past couple days. But I do not want to interject myself or my opinions or anything like that into obviously a very sensitive diplomatic situation that I know is being worked very hard on the ground in Beijing.
It is unfortunate that the United States could not visit him in the hospital, is it not?
Well, look, I don't think there's any doubt that we obviously have genuine concern about his safety and the safety of his family. Human rights is an enormously important part of our relationship with China and with other countries throughout the world. It's something that I know Secretary of State Clinton and others have brought up directly with their Chinese counterparts on this trip and on every interaction that we have with Chinese officials.
Clearly, though, this seems to be an opportunity to speak out on human rights in China. Is there a way to do that without worrying about offending the Chinese and disrupting the security and economic dialogue?
Well, again, as I said, Charlie, the administration brings up the issue of human rights whenever we meet with Chinese officials, whether it's in Beijing, whether it's in Washington, whether it's in diplomatic meetings that occur outside of each of these two countries.
Is criticism of the administration fair game here? Because obviously we're in a political campaign and Mitt Romney is criticizing the administration for not, quote, defending freedom, and that U.S. embassies should stand for that most of all.
Well, the U.S. Embassy in Beijing and every U.S. embassy around the world is a hallmark for freedom for everyone to see. I would expect nothing but criticism from Mitt Romney on this or any issue in the next almost 200 days before an election, Charlie.
You think he would have handled it differently?
If he wants to outline exactly how he'd handle it differently, I'm sure there are people that would write it down. But Mitt Romney on foreign policy, Charlie, has tended to be critical of what this administration has done, whether it's in Afghanistan or dealing with Iran or here in China, without ever laying out what he would do differently. Most of the times when he does talk about these issues, you realize he's handling them either very similarly to what the administration does, or in the case of Afghanistan, it appears he wants to keep a huge number of troops in Afghanistan for a very long period of time, while obviously the president wants to get our men and women home as quickly as possible.
Although there will be a presence there after 2014.
There will be a presence. We're not going to have, as you know, based on the president's trip and the signing of an important strategic agreement, there are not going to be permanent bases in Afghanistan. And I think it's we're bringing troops home. We brought troops home last year. We're bringing more troops home this year. And I think that's a responsible winding down with a large commitment that we have had there in order to make sure that the Taliban can't reconstitute and we don't provide a safe haven for al-Qaeda.
Robert Gibbs in Washington, thank you.
Thank you.